What are some of the most frequently asked questions I get from these videos? What burning questions did you guys have? What kind of home studio knowledge can I drop on you today? Let's find out. Welcome to episode number 10 of Home Studio Catalyst. My name is Chris Cruz. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, on my channel, we just talk about creating content at home, if that's recording audio, video, social media content, stuff like that. And if you're returning from watching some of my other videos, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. So today's episode is all about your questions. I asked you on the last episode to submit questions that you'd like to have me answer or clarify for you. And I'm going to warn you, not all the questions are serious. Some of them are really stupid, but that's okay. Let's get to it. Here's the questions you wanted answered. On Instagram, Omar asked, how do you sync the audio from your mic to the video? In a perfect world, I would have my microphone wired right into my camera, but if you've watched previous episodes, you know I actually shoot these videos on my phone, so I don't actually have the capability to do that. So my workaround is I record all the video on my phone and all the audio on my home studio mic right here. And when I'm editing the video, and you can do this in any editing software, Final Cut, Adobe Premiere, Sony Vegas, whatever, I use Power Director. I just lay down the audio track under the video track until the waveforms match up exactly. That's why in the beginning of almost any movie or video, you see someone clapping one of those things shut, or sometimes I'll snap my fingers so I can go in the editing program and see the waveforms and line them up exactly. And yeah, that's a lot of extra work, but you don't want to use the audio directly from your camera or from your phone because that audio sucks. Brian asked, how do you make your hair look so pretty in your videos? Prospector pomade, a lot of hairspray, and a dream, Brian. Jerry asked, so I shouldn't beg for likes and subscribers in the first 30 seconds of my video? I know it's a silly question, but honestly, I think it's okay to ask people to subscribe and like your content. I do it in almost every single video, and I'm just being sincere. I'm just here trying to put out value and hopefully teach you something new about the home recording process, making content. And I appreciate every single person that comments and subscribes, so I don't think there's any shame in asking. I wouldn't do it like incessantly every 15 seconds, but if you like this video and like what I'm talking about, do subscribe. That'd be cool. Sean asked, so you mean I don't have to follow and unfollow people to get my follower count higher? And believe it or not, yes, this is a thing that people are still doing in 2020. They'll go follow, I'm just making this up, 500 accounts on Instagram, and any accounts that don't follow them back, they unfollow. Will that get your follower count number up? Yep, sure will. Will it make you look like a total douche? Sure will. Will it help your interaction? Nope. Not at all. That, in my opinion, is the worst way to do any kind of social media. Don't just be in it for the numbers and the followers so you can brag to an employer or brag to somebody that you're trying to get to sponsor your channel. I have 10,000 followers. Cool. Your videos have 2 comments on them. Going back to a previous episode of Home Studio Catalyst, the best way to get your social media following to increase is interact with people and talk with people. This one comes from Instagram. Craziest interview experience of my career. And being that I've worked in radio as an on-air DJ for the last 18 years, I've been very, very blessed. I've been so lucky to get to meet so many artists and interview so many celebrities, musicians, stuff like that. And I have a lot of good stories, like doing shots on stage and rapping with LMFAO at a concert, or playing Name That Bush with Christian Bush from Sugarland. But my all-time favorite actually wasn't an interview. This was in Fort Wayne, Indiana, years ago. We did a show with Justin Bieber, and I thought it'd be hilarious to get on stage during his sound check and start singing one of his songs to him. He didn't like it.
I said me and you, I'ma tell you one time. Maybe I'll tell you 2 times, or maybe 3 times. Cause I'm a
This is a great question for Mojo. He wanted to know, how much do aesthetics matter on social media? This is interesting because I've been fooling around and experimenting with your look on your social media feed for a while. So what I do on my Instagram feed, I take every single photo and run it through Lightroom, which is a free app on your phone. And basically it's like a quick Photoshop or Instagram filter for your photos. In Lightroom, they're called profiles. If you want to copy mine, it's modern number 9. And it just gives all your photos and your Instagram feed just like a cohesive look. So they all just kind of have a similar feel and vibe. It's not a big change or a big difference, but if you look through 10 or 15 photos that all have the same profile on them, they do have a similar feel. Now, has that helped me with my social media numbers? No, not at all. But I still think you should do it because it does give your profile a more professional and cohesive look and feel. So if someone stumbles upon your profile and starts scrolling, they're gonna go, oh, wow, this person knows what they're doing. I wanna follow them. Again, will it help your numbers? I don't know, probably not, but it does make you look more serious and more professional. Robert asked, roses are red, violets are blue. All I wanna know is what that mouth do. It talks? I don't know, that's a weird question. Brandy asked, what are your thoughts on stories versus posts? And I thought about this for a while, and I think the main difference is, this is gonna sound stupid because it's obvious, but an Instagram or a Facebook post is something you want to be around forever. And a story on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat is another good example, is something you want people just to kind of get a peek at to come to you to get more of your content. So for example, you might want to shoot 2 or 3 or 4 story videos of you making a product or maybe making a mix or whatever it might be. And then the post that's going to be up forever is the final product. And there's a million different ways you can use stories and posts and everything to lead from one to the other. But I think with stories, you can kind of spam people when you can put out a lot more. I wouldn't put out 10, 15 Facebook or Instagram posts a day. That's social media suicide. Don't do that. Aaron, you wanted to know more about time management? Well, you're asking the wrong person because I'm scatterbrained and I'm terrible, always working on a million things at once. The only thing that helps me is I set deadlines for myself. Like I post these videos every single Sunday, so I tell myself they have to be done by Friday. That way, if Saturday gets away from me, I can still post it Sunday morning and still be okay. Aaron also wanted to know about promoting and selling your passion on social media. That's a great question. And for me, Aaron, it's really easy. Just produce things that you're excited about. Make content that you enjoy and you want to share with other people. The second that you're making a video or a graphic or a post or a slideshow, whatever it is that you're not really into, it's going to suck. You're not going to have fun making it, and it's not going to get the response that you want because your heart's not in it. So I think the best way to sell your passion is to create things you're passionate about. So there you go, you guys. I hope you got your questions answered to your liking. If I missed something and you have a question, just throw it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Because you know me, I never leave a comment unanswered, man. On next week's episode of Home Studio Catalyst, I'm going to share with you a couple really quick and really easy tricks to make your home audio pop. Meaning giving that piece of audio just a little bit more oomph and make it stand out more. If it's for your voice on a podcast, or maybe you're voicing a radio commercial, maybe you're making your own DJ drops and want to give it a little bit more of just a vibe and a feel, these tricks apply to all that and they're really simple. I'm Chris Cruz. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.